Belle Isle, and there is Audiovisual on the inside. There have been 16,000 Major League Baseball doubleheaders. We're about to have the first in the IndyCar series. The duel in Detroit is green. Everybody made it down through turns 1 and 2. This is that long new straightaway, and here we go. We're going to see what our first attempts at passing. Look at what power on the left side of your screen.
And Scott Dixon also.
Oh, we have contact. The 2-car of A.J. Allmendinger climbs right up and over one of the target machines.
Just isn't that much room, is there, Scott? You make a mistake by 5 inches and you're over the top of somebody.
But let's watch a replay here. A lot of jostling going on. You can see that he's just looking to make a move going on the inside of Scott Dixon, and there just was not enough room between him and Justin Wilson. Let's watch it this one more time. On board with James Hinchcliffe. Watch how narrow the track gets up here. And as a driver like James, you're hoping that you don't run over anything that's going to puncture a tire, and you've gotten through that.
Dixon is going to have to come in.
Well, and while we saw this, under yellow, Tagliani has a problem as he ends up in the tire barrier.
I'm not too sure, but he ended up going straight. It didn't look like the car would turn, so maybe something happened to the car mechanically. You can see at the bottom of the screen just offline, and such a star driver does not make mistakes like that, so I'm suspecting something went on with the car.
He couldn't turn the wheel, and that's what put him in the tires there. It's disappointing for all of us at Barracuda Racing. We got a big group of people here from Barracuda Networks. They got their largest technical center just down the road here in Ann Arbor, and so luckily we got another day tomorrow to come back and you know, try and get a good result for them.
Thanks, Brian. Marty, more trouble on the racetrack as you finish up, as that is Sebastian Saavedra into the wall, and it is our third caution right now, and that is at turn number 6 from Ryan Briscoe's point of view.
Well, that's 2 cars fighting for one piece of road.
Got nudged, and in he goes. So as you say, this yellow certainly helps. As we see that number 10, Dario Franchitti, hitting some of the tires that are there to make sure guys don't drive over the yellow barriers that are on the ground, those rumble strips. And that tire, you can't see it when you turn in. You're so low in the cockpit that you just hope that you miss it. Here we go again. He just clips it with the inside wheels, Eddie, and sends it off.
The tricky bit here where Dixon really got lucky is he hit it with his back tire and not with his front tire.
Right.
And he has been on a rampage for the last 10 laps. That would have taken his pass.
He doesn't have any left, I don't think. He is done.
Nope.
So anything he's doing is just by getting out of the turn and having your foot on the gas and timing it right.
Both cash. And there's the white flag for Mike Conway. What a race this guy has driven, as he has one more circuit around this 2.35-mile layout, and he will start on pole tomorrow. Is he qualifying ready to find out? They make their way down towards the starting line. On the driver's right, you see the Sonny's number 18. That is our pole sitter, Mike Conway. Everybody on the restarts and the start picked the inside line. Everybody already starting to move. The second race, and the door to Detroit is green. Justin Wilson lightened up the tires into turn 1.
And Conway has done exactly what he had to do. He's had a clean start. He has to put a little... Oh, there's an accident behind.
Big crash back at the exit of the corner, and it is A.J. Allmendinger. I'm wondering if that thumb had anything to do with it. He could barely grip anything.
He just cannot get a break here. He had the similar problem at yesterday's race right at the start.
Yeah.
Keep.
Now let's look towards the back, and you can see that the back end of the car starts to come around Eddie just as he's trying to apply power, going up over that little bridge where there's a creek that runs underneath, and the back end stepped out. He tried to correct it, and when it came back over the far side of the hill, it got gripped and took him into the wall. So that is something that the driver feels awful about right now, and especially 2 days in a row.
But the captain...
Oh, no, and a crash. Simona Di Silvestro just hit the wall as we return here to Belle Isle.
Just entering, and you know something, the car does not look like it's turning. Remember Tony had that yesterday?
2 accidents like that.
Yes.
Happened to Tony Kanaan during the warm-up today, but nowhere near this kind of damage.
No, the steering rack, we've had a couple of reports on that, and the car not turning. And that is just disappointing because Simonov, such a talented driver. Let's watch on board here. And Charlie Kimball. See, that is just going straight.
And remember, Alex Tagliani yesterday under caution ended up in the barrier. They had a steering box problem.
That is violent.
Check on Simona, make sure that she is A-OK, and she'll make the mandatory trip to the infield care center. Hang on.
And Power tried to repay the favor he got on the last restart, and it didn't quite work.
Everybody made it through turns 1 and 2. Now down that long new straightaway, heading for turn 3. Hunter-Reay takes a look to the inside, and even down deeper. Look at the 19. That is Justin Wilson and Elio Castroneves, and now more contact. And it is Tagliani, and at least I think one other car involved in this.
He cannot get a break here.
Now so far we have not gone full course caution.
You know what's amazing is, look at this traffic, is how fast Conway can break away from the group.
Under braking. Oh, and watch this. Ed Carpenter coming in too fast, coming into turn 3, ends up getting into the back.
And there was a third car that got involved in that at the end.
Top 4 have yet to pit. Kimball and Wilson as well as Dixon and Conway are back to green. Oh, look at the dive by Will Power in that Verizon number 12.
Now, Will Power did stop, so he's on a different fuel strategy, some new tires, more grip, always very aggressive.
And there goes Conway again.
Power pitted on lap 20. You're right. Conway has pulled away again. There he is underneath. Power. Oh! Car into the wall. It's Sato. So Takuma Sato ran out of fuel yesterday and now runs it into the wall at turn 3.
Yep. Let's watch here. Oh, he just gets touched a little bit by Charlie Kimball, or is it Tristan Vautier?
That is Vautier in the 55.
Now he's got room here. There's still a lot of room.
Yeah, you know, should have given the guy on the outside just a little bit more room, because you're basically keeping the line so wide for him. He's got nowhere to go, and as we saw.
Vautier, that's your top 5.
Green, green, green.
Oh, contact. Will Power gets hit. Several cars going around, and now we have a major melee through turn number 1.
You can't win the race on a restart,
But you can lose it.
Double what we had yesterday.
looking
They
for the
spread out.
guilty party. You're right. Everybody's spread out. Let's see what's happening.
There it is.
It's a car that's on, and he gets through with it. Isn't that always the way it generally happens? So we'll have to get a different view to see exactly who that was.
So was that Castroneves that got bumped from behind?
No, it was Will Power.
Will Power.
And it was Sebastian Bourdais in the 7 that got him.
NASCAR style.
Then there was no room. There was no room to pass. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 8 cars.
Just drives in a little bit deep. Remember, we talked about how bumpy the surface is here, but he just got into the back end of Will Power and started to drive him around. He had nowhere to go, and then everybody else just had block lanes.
I have never seen something like that on a street course.
On board with Hinchcliffe.
Remember, he gets to the inside, almost gets through this. I think he escapes just with a broken wing. Oh, yep.
There was just not enough room between the wall and Power's car.
I'm going to...
Here comes the white flag. 2.35 miles away from victory.
And as easy as Mike Conway made it look yesterday, Simon Pagenaud is doing that today. His car is going over the bumps. It's handling everything on the circuit beautifully.
He's too far back. Too far back to make a run.
So he'll get one more chance going down towards turn number 7. Meanwhile, Simon Pagenaud is just saying, please, nothing go wrong with the race car.
These two guys, their heart rate is pumping right now. They're driving as hard as they can. Right now, your suit is full of sweat, and all you want to try and do is just get to the end, but you're pushing as hard as you can. Don't think he's close enough, Eddie.
And do you think Pagenaud's hearing all those little noises in the car, thinking everything, just make it that last little bit? You can feel and hear everything on those last laps. There we go.
Down into turn 7, through the fountain complex again for the last time.
Stay on the line.
There's Pagenaud. Here is lap traffic. The 12 of Will Power.
That could play in Conway's favor.
Here comes Conway taking a peek. Can't get it done. Meanwhile, Simon Pagenaud, he could be and will become the 6th ever winner this year. Who's going to get second? It will be James Jakes coming across the line second. Our winner yesterday, Mike Conway, third. Our third first-time winner this year, and there is a very happy Sam Schmidt. Infield Care Center, and whoa!